What's up, fellow investors? Dylan here talking a little bit about cash flow. And as you guys know, I'm a huge fan of cash flow. Cash flow is king. But there's a couple of things that people don't take into account when looking at cash flow. And I've been guilty of this too. And it's just good to point out. So obviously, if we're getting a mortgage, we look at, what that payment is going to look like. And people generally don't forget taxes and insurance. But a couple of things I wanted to point out today that people do forget about is some kind of factoring in for general maintenance. I also know that people forget about some kind of a vacancy reserve. And then, unless you want to be buying yourself a job, which is essentially if you buy a multifamily, rent it out, but don't have a property management company, that's what you're doing, you should really be factoring in management fees. So, personally, you got to find your area, you got to find what fits you for all of these numbers. I'm going to share what I do. So personally, I look at 5% for maintenance. I look at 5% for a vacancy reserve, and then I factor in about 8% for management. Now that's going to vary depending on who you are and what you work out, but at least you have a starting point. If you really want to be safe on the management, go with 10 because I usually don't see a whole lot more than that. But those are the three things that I see a lot of people forget about when they're looking at cash flow. Hopefully that helps you. Check us out.